Test 1 2 1 2. Let's try this out again. Y'all ever knew what it is, man? DG47R's channel. We in the zone. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's talk about it. Dillon Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders, the Cleveland Browns, the circus that is going on in Cleveland. Shout out to all my folks. Shout out to all my new subscribers, man. We done ran it up. Since October the 10th, we have accumulated 979 subscribers. That's great. I appreciate it, man. The channel is definitely growing. I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping through on my lives and voicing your opinion. You know what I'm saying? And we pick through this like every day. At this rate, we are going live every day, man. Make sure you double check when you get into the live. I'm waiting for a few more people to get in before we get started. Y'all listen to this laid back tune, and we're going to get started real soon. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. Y'all already know what it is, man. Relentlessly covering this viral topic. Double tap that screen, folks. Double tap that screen. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Once again, another evening for talking NFL football and all kind of bullshit that's going on. We about to address it right now. Could it be that Dillon Gabriel never seen any of this coming? Could it be that Dillon Gabriel was blindsided? Is Dillon Gabriel a hostage of the moment? Because it's starting to seem that way. It's starting to seem like Dillon Gabriel is just been hijacked into a situation that he has no control over and that is way bigger than him. Double tap that screen, double tap that screen. We just getting started. Double tap that screen. Make sure you share this screen too. Like and subscribe. We in the building. Shout out to whoever just hit that like. You the first one. I appreciate it. Theo, what's cracking, man? Double tap the screen and let me know where you listening in from, Theo. Who's your favorite team? Zero Headquarters, what's cracking, man? Shout out to you. Just subbed and liked. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Just that quick. We got some numbers in here, man. Double tap the screen. It's going down. It's going down. Could Dillon Gabriel be a hostage of the moment? That's what we're talking about today. Definitely want to know your opinion. I want you to voice your opinion on how you feel about that and what are your overall thoughts. We're going to get right to it in one moment. Appreciate the sub. Appreciate the subs. Most definitely, man. We back at it. We back at it. We're gonna let this run one more time, and we write on the news. News that has been breaking all day. So share this live, man. Share this live. I'm bringing you all that information. Queuing up my notes right now. Double tap that screen, folks. We in the building. I got some Garrett Bush I'm gonna play for y'all, man. I got some groundbreaking info. I got some groundbreaking clips to watch. It's really going down. Double tap that screen, man. We got over 20 people in this joint. I need to see 20 subs, at least 10. Let's run it up real quick, real fast. Run it up. Double tap that screen, man. Let's get it in. That way when we get engaged, We got plenty of people coming in and voicing their opinions. And it's always better, the more the merrier when it comes to a sports chat. Who's in the chat, man? Who's in the live? Let me know who I'm talking to. Let me know what I'm working with. Let's go. Mac G was cracking. Mac G, shout out to you. Appreciate all the support, bruh. We about to crack this open. Stacy N. Chamberlain, what's going on in the chat, Stacy? Where you listening from? Yeah, I had a live go up earlier, and the sound went out. I don't know what's going on with that, man, but if y'all hear the sound go out, please let me know ASAP, and I will do my best to correct it. Who we got in the chat? Who we got in the live? Double tap that screen, folks. Double tap that screen. We just getting primed up right now. Yeah, I see some familiar faces in here. Let's go. All right, folks, listen. Could it be that Dillon Gabriel is just a hostage of the moment? Because at the end of the day, like I said, I believe that if Dillon Gabriel could be in another situation, I don't think he would want to be in the situation that he's in right now. So, let's get down to it, man. Let's talk about it. Let me turn this music off, though, before it ruins the moment. All right. So, here we go, man. Here we go. We live. Double tap that screen one more time. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead. And y'all already know, man. Like the channel, like the video. So, man, at this point, Dillon Gabriel is being put under a lot of pressure. And what I want everybody to think about is, at the end of the day, do y'all think that Dillon Gabriel is okay right now? Do y'all think that this pressure that's being put on a kid who just made it to the league, living his dream, do y'all think that this is affecting him in a positive or negative way? You can type it in the chat if you want to voice your opinion, but in my opinion, I think that this is affecting Dillon Gabriel in a super negative way. I'm like, he gonna need therapy after this. You know, you have a starting spot. Everybody should be rooting for you. But at the same time, you got a lot of people that are not feeling you being the starting quarterback. Now, when you deserve something and you work for something, and you're a person that works for something, then you're used to getting what you deserve. But when you've been thrown into a situation that's way bigger than you based on some shit that has nothing to do with you, in my opinion, then you could be overwhelmed by a star figure as big as Shedeur Sanders. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when George Foreman went to fight Muhammad Ali and nobody was rooting for George Foreman. Everybody was rooting for Ali. Dillon Gabriel represents George Foreman right here, right now. Nobody's really rooting for him. I mean, I'm sure it's somebody rooting for him, just like it was somebody rooting for George Foreman. But the masses of people are kind of against Dillon Gabriel, and it's really not Dillon Gabriel's fault. You know what I'm saying? I heard a couple of people say, man, he's probably a good kid, blah, blah, blah. And that's very true. But on the other end, we got another good kid who doesn't deserve to be done wrong the way he's being done right now either. So it's like a catch-22. You can't just completely shit on Dillon Gabriel and, you know what I'm saying, just act like it's all his fault. We're gonna give him all the smoke. But when you got a coach like Kevin Stefanski or whatever is going on, I'm not gonna blame Kevin Stefanski. All I'm gonna say is this: every player on that team knows that it's some shit in the game. How you think they feel? How do y'all think that locker room is operating? This is probably a very unhealthy environment, to say the least. I would say that this is a very unhealthy situation. Mac G said the pressure is on him. It's negative, and he knows if he fails, when he fails, it's going to be a slippery slope after that. Exactly. So in other words, they kind of setting him up for failure. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, he wasn't no goddamn rookie of the week, Mac G. Stacy, shout out to Philly. Shout out to Philly in the chat. E Money, what's happening? I'm sure DG has never been under so much pressure in his goddamn life. It's real, man. And at the end of the day, let's just say Dillon Gabriel was your son. Because now we got to look at this shit in a different way. I done tore Dillon Gabriel ass up on this goddamn internet. But let's look at Dillon Gabriel as if he was your son. Or your buddy's son. Just somebody that you wouldn't want to see going through this shit. Man, I'd be mad as a motherfucker right now. But I will also be in his ear saying, listen, these motherfuckers they got you duped. They got you duped. Now, I'm giving Dillon Gabriel the grace. I'm telling you that, yeah, he a kid. He don't know what the fuck is going on. And they really pulling his goddamn chain at the end of the day. These motherfuckers, they don't care nothing about what happened to Dillon Gabriel after this. And the fact of the matter is this. He ain't never going to be able to live this shit down. And I think the reason why he's never going to be able to live it down is because he's buying into the bullshit that they selling him. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to feel entitled. He's starting to, I ain't even going to say starting to. He done already took a big leap into saying, you know what, yeah, whether I deserve this motherfucking job or not, I'm going to carry this shit. And that's what I see from him right now. You're too chill. Where's that anger we need? Nah, man. Listen, that's coming when they get on that bullshit. That motherfucker said, you're too chill. Let me chill, man. Let me chill. Do I gotta be angry? All right, this is new to Shador as well. He's been a star all his life. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, on one end, we got to look at Dillon Gabriel as somebody's kid. And on the other end, it's the same shit. So, everybody going to want what's right for the person that they're in the corner of, right? But the disconnect is this. They're pumping Dillon Gabriel up to think that he's good enough. I think it's already been said and it's already been proven that he's trying to prove himself. You know what I'm saying? He's still trying to prove that he belongs in the NFL. Kevin Stefanski is in the business of helping him do just that. He's in the business of helping Dillon Gabriel prove that he belongs in the NFL. You got some people on the team that don't have time for that shit. They don't have time for that shit, man. They trying to win. And now what makes it worse for Dillon Gabriel is it would be one thing if Dillon Gabriel was all they had. But let's be real. A rookie is never all that a team has. They got other people on the team. But they done backed themselves to this fucking corner so bad that they don't have shit else but Shador Sanders and Dillon Gabriel. Y'all remember how full that fucking quarterback room was? It was like a motherfucking NBA starting five in the quarterback room. So how do y'all think that Joe Flacco got out of town? It wasn't because they needed whatever the fuck they gave away for him. Because you could wait for that in the off season. They got Joe Flacco the fuck out of there because he was in the fucking way. He's a veteran, but they got a situation that they got to figure out. And with a veteran in the way, it ain't going to never get sorted out. But it should have never came down to two rookies at the same position. That's just messy shit right there anyway. That's like you go over Broad House and you get over that motherfucker. She got her ex-boyfriend over that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Dumb shit. So They set this boy up. They got him thinking. And I mean, in his mind, they made him feel like, yo, this your job. You can tell. You can see it. So I feel like it was irresponsible of Cleveland Browns to throw Dillon Gabriel into a mix of all of this fucking superstar hype. Dillon Gabriel's name ain't never been called this much in his motherfucking life. And the fucked up thing is it's not being called in the positive light. It's being called in the negative light. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that his name is being called in a negative light, how is he going to get past this shit? Now, every way, if he was to go somewhere after this and do anything after this, the light going to be shined on his ass. He ain't going to be able to do nothing wrong. Everything is going to have to be right. And hopefully, you know, he could shake all this crazy shit that's going on. I don't know how you do that, though. In my opinion, he seems like he gonna need fucking therapy. Cause Cleveland playing games with him. They're using him as like a martyr, if you will. You know what I'm saying? They're using him as somebody who, man, they just hyping him the fuck up so he can be in the way. Now, it's getting to a point where, you know, they already said Shedeur Sanders was going to play the last 4 games of the season. My thoughts is that's garbage time. That's garbage time. Now, are y'all going to build this shit up? Are you going to make sure he go out there and look good? Or are y'all going to do the same shit y'all been doing? With not giving the motherfucker no first team reps, sending him out there to just do what he could do, and really not setting him up for success. That's what I'm seeing. Because they're acting like they're setting Dillon Gabriel up for success, right? And really they're doing everything they can do to make him successful. But he's failing. So who the fuck is evaluating this shit? Like you got a $1 billion company that's doing $1 billion deals. And they letting the motherfucker just sit up here and do random shit at this point. This is random shit that he's doing. None of this shit is well advised. You know what I'm saying? Stacy said only time will tell. Browns signed him a 6-year deal. Browns best QB forever. Best QB ever. And I'm assuming, Jose, I'm assuming you're talking about Shedeur Sanders. He said Gab Browns. I don't even know what Gab mean, but all right, I feel you. The bottom line is you ain't got to worry about them motherfuckers winning this weekend. They playing the Baltimore Ravens, right? Let's get some dialogue on the goddamn screen. They playing the Baltimore Ravens this week, and in my opinion, they're gonna get their asses kicked. Lamar Jackson is questionable. I wish the game was in Baltimore. I would ride up there and see the goddamn game. But, you know what I'm saying? It's in Cleveland. I definitely won't be there. But y'all got to understand this. The game is in Cleveland. So if this shit gets ugly and Dillon Gabriel looks bad, and I got to say this, he definitely looked better last week in the first half. In the first half, he looked a lot better. The offense looked a lot smoother. Not taking shit away from Dillon Gabriel on the first half. He actually played a little bit above average. He played a few points above average in the first half. But the second half was the worst fucking half that he has had as a professional quarterback. Would y'all agree? In the chat, what we talking about? Would y'all agree? This motherfucker had the worst second half that he has had the whole fucking time he has been the QB for the Cleveland Browns. Period. Hands down. No questions about it. So, that first half If Dillon Gabriel could have put on a second half like that, it's no question that they would have won the game. If he could have duplicated the first half. I don't know what the fuck happened in the second half though. I don't know what happened. Double tap the screen when you come into the live, folks. I don't know what the fuck happened, but everything went to shit. I was actually surprised at, some of the shit that was happening. He was going across the middle. They wasn't fucking bombs or way down the field, but it wasn't 4-yard passes. It was better than what I've seen. And I feel like Tommy Rees had a more, his offense flowed a little bit more. It wasn't as stagnant as Stefanski. He needs to never call another fucking game in his life if that's the difference between your offensive coordinator and you. You know what I'm saying? I thought Stefanski was supposed to be some type of offensive guru, but the shit that I seen was offensive goofy. None of that shit was looking good. And at the end of the day, Tommy Rees proved that Stefanski he's fucking playing games. You could have had Dillon Gabriel doing a lot more than what he was doing because he can do it. He threw some passes. Now, what I will say about his arm and the arm strength, that shit is not there. That ball is fucking in the air forever. He throwing high school passes with high school velocity, and a lot of that shit is going to get picked. I think people are so thinking that the ball is going to come out like a rocket that they overrunning that shit and then realizing that, oh shit, it's, bro, every fucking pass he threw, besides the passes that was completed, was at their feet. Every pass. JaQuincy Moore said, Dillon is trash. He ain't trying to hear that shit. And I'm right there with you. He's playing trash. Double tap that screen, JaQuincy. Please. Jose, double tap that screen. Y'all in here in the chat, man. We chopping it up. I need y'all double tap that screen, man. We need to get some more people in here. Let's run it up to 100 people in the chat ASAP. We talking about the Cleveland Browns. They got the Baltimore Ravens this week in my town of Baltimore, Maryland. And, man, listen. Who y'all got in this game? Who y'all think gonna win? Goodmore, what's cracking? Top of the evening. Yeah, they got the Baltimore Ravens this weekend. And this is what they put up after the game. They put up Dillon Gabriel will play against the Baltimore Ravens. That's what they said right after the game. So not arbitrarily or nothing like that. They saying that no matter what, Dillon Gabriel's getting a start. Now, Stacy said, dink and dunk. Down the field is not football. I agree with you, man, but it's some people in this chat, I guarantee you, they're going to say, give him another chance. What do y'all say to the people that say to Dillon Gabriel, give him another chance? What is y'all sentiment? How do y'all feel about that? Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. How do y'all feel about people who are saying, just give them another chance? Dink and dunk on. Do more dinking than dunking. Like, I don't know. Are these Cleveland Browns fans? This is your culprit right here. This is your culprit right here. Look at him. He looked like a slimy individual. He don't look like an honest person. I'm looking into this motherfucker's, you know what I'm saying? Into his being. He don't look like no real live truthful dude. Browns losing on purpose for 40 years. Damn, that's a damn shame if they are. Nathan Grant said that shit like, yeah, this is what it is. You must be a Browns fan. DeQuincy said they not watching real football. Too small to throw the ball. I agree. Frank said Sanders. He sucks as a coach. Oh, Lord. Who is these guys? Y'all typing a lot of stuff. So you said Sanders. Then you said he sucks as a coach. I got to keep up. Double tap the screen if you're in the motherfucking chat. If you in here. And I'm trying to read some of these chats. I don't understand, but yeah, man. What's going on is this is what we're trying to get to right here. We're trying to get to a winning situation. I'm not even a Cleveland Browns fan. But I'm a sports fan. I'm a Shador fan for sure. This right here is a winning situation. This is a winning situation. And if it's not, then guess what? We're going to find out. And everybody will be eating fucking crow. Kate August said they need to change the draft based on your record. Then teams will stop tanking the seasons like they are. Hold on. They need to change the draft based on your record. Oh, I see what you're saying. Because right now, because the draft is based on people's record, motherfuckers is tanking trying to get to the next draft. But motherfucker, you was sorry last year. You fucking picked Dillon Gabriel like you was doing something. That motherfucker ain't nothing. And then you got lucky and got Shador Sanders and you're treating him like he's nothing. I can't make this shit up, man. I never even watched the Cleveland Browns until Shador. Me, the champ. 12 is the truth. He needs to be fired. Put in 12 Sanders. Yeah, man. That's what it is. In my opinion, I'm gonna let y'all say it. I'm not gonna be biased. I do feel like Dillon Gabriel got trapped into some shit that really ain't on him. And I could see if Dillon Gabriel could fucking ball, that he could just get in that motherfucker and go for what he know. I think he's doing the best that he can. When I see these leaky ass balls that he's throwing, that pass to Jerry Jeudy, man, neither the defender, the only reason he didn't intercept that shit is because he didn't turn around. If he would have turned around, he would have picked that shit off. Because the ball was in the air for so goddamn long. Is it me or chat? Can y'all tell me, did Dillon Gabriel's arm look strong to y'all? Do it look like he can whip the ball and make, you know what I'm saying, like real NFL passes? Or do it look like them balls are falling out the... It looked like somebody tipped the ball like, I'm going to say 4 or 5 times. The commentator even said, yo, that ball was tipped. And then they showed a slow motion and ain't nobody touched that motherfucker. Nathan Graham said, be better off for Sanders, too, to be traded to a winner. Hell yeah. My man Goodmore said he really sucks. He throws lollipops. Damn, they said, somebody said he was throwing ham sandwiches out that motherfucker. You know how a ham sandwich go through the air with no grace at all. Flip it. So, Dillon is trash. Never was an NFL QB. Seemed like a favor for a friend. Oregon head coach and Stefanski are limp noodles. A Ling 8D. You ain't hold back no punches on that one. That man said he throws lollipops. So, this is what we got, man, and this is what we getting. Ain't nobody mad or hating on Dillon Gabriel at all. And so when I see people jumping up talking about Sanders suck, but they're not mentioning the play of Gabriel, I gotta call bullshit. That let me know where your stance is. That means that there's nothing that Shador Sanders could do that you motherfuckers would be happy. Shador Sanders could fucking pick Dillon Gabriel up on his shoulders and parade that motherfucker around the stadium, and y'all would still hate that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? And that let me know that your hate is coming from a place that's unknown and unfounded. You know what I'm saying? It's blind hate. And so at the end of the day, it comes out. It becomes you when you jump in the chat saying a bunch of wild ass shit that like people don't have eyes. Like motherfuckers ain't watch Shador Sanders throw dimes. And the goalpost movers when they say, oh, well, it was against the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, but it was against the Carolina Panthers fucking their first string D. And on top of that, right? The Carolina Panthers look pretty motherfucking good right now. They look a lot better than the fucking Browns. Dillon can't see over the line. These are all true things. Nathan Graham just came on the truth on the Truth Tellers podcast and told the truth. This man dropping dimes. This man dropping dimes like Shador Sanders. Double tap the motherfucking screen for Nathan. Frank said 12 should have been starting as of Flacco being moved. I'm going to go further than that, Frank. I think 12 was looking better than fucking Flacco. But it don't hurt my feelings that Flacco won't start because that's the order of how you do it. You let the rookies watch the veteran. That's the order of command. That's why Shador Sanders said, hey, man, I'm in here cleaning out Joe Flacco lock. I ask him, do he need anything every day? Motherfuckers act like they don't hear that shit. They act like they don't hear the humbleness and the humility in this boy. And these motherfuckers are just blood-sucking vampires. They want to jump in the chat and say something bad about a motherfucker. Saying all kind of borderline wild shit. But like I said, he was raised right, Frank. Real good ass kid, man. Real good kid. And that hurt a lot of motherfuckers' feelings too. That this boy is one of the most humble individuals you ever gonna see. Have y'all heard this man tweet or say anything out of the way? Nah. Even when he did the fucking little pantomime shit. Like, come on, man. He going through some real bullshit, and everybody knows he's going through some bullshit, so y'all putting him under the microscope. Now when he don't say shit, they're saying, come on, Shador. You got to grow up. Nah. All these motherfuckers, Rex Ryan, and all these soft-ass you know what I'm saying? Like Rex Ryan had fucking butt fumble as a quarterback, and he out here even opening his mouth about quarterbacks is laughable. Sanchez. That sorry motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I forgot his fucking first name. Whatever the fuck his name was. Sanchez, the quarterback. Like, you don't have no right to say shit about nobody. And then another thing I don't like is how these media figures will jump out and say some shit that ain't even true. And we supposed to just run with it. Damn good kids. My man said talent all the way around and a God-fearing person because of his dad. Shout out to him. Shador finessed the fuck out of the Browns with the prime equity clause. He don't got to do nothing. He already pulled the wool over their eyes. All this is get back for the multi-million-dollar move he put on their ass. I agree. But guess what? It was doable. They already knew. Who? K-Rocks. Man, you on point like Stacey Adams. You on point like motherfucking Stacey Adams, champ. Double tap that screen for him, man, because that shit right there, he just said, I'm pinning that motherfucker. We're going to think about that. Call a spade a spade. They trying to make a point. They don't have, hold up. They trying to make a point they don't have against because they couldn't stop his daddy. Boom! Man, flip on two wheels. Boy, I wish I could put up two goddamn posts at the same time. Because y'all onto some shit. Yeah, Mark Sanchez, sorry ass. Stabbing Sanchez. Oh, yeah, he did just get in some shit, didn't he? He sure did get in some shit, man. Damn. Nathan, boy, you on your shit, Nathan. Subscribe to the channel, man. I need people like you around. Flip on two wheels. Subscribe to the channel, man. I need people like you around. K-Rocks. Hit me up, man. Y'all already know. The champ is here. It's dangerous, y'all. Deion was my favorite player. I had all his jerseys. And guess what? Deion Sanders was the last, he was the first rookie to ever have the top selling jersey in the NFL. So for his son to come and do it, what y'all think these motherfucking NFL headquarters motherfuckers are saying? They scared to death. He already jugged their ass with the prime equity. You know what I'm saying? I keep on forgetting about that prime equity too. That is a motherfucking, that's a level up right there where you gotta, they gotta try to do some shit like this, man. Damn. Y'all, you just brought some shit, y'all, like full circle for me, for real. Cause I ain't been adding that element to my argument. And it's damn sure relevant in this situation. I appreciate you flip on two wheels. How do you get an NIL in the NFL? Cause that motherfucker bad. They smart. The motherfuckers got lawyers working around the clock. But you think he gonna be the last one with prime equity? Prime time equity. See, that college deal started that shit though. The college NILs would open up the avenue for this shit to be brought to the NFL. They need to be mad at college, not at NFL. This boy is just a forward thinker, or Deion, or whoever came up with that motherfucking boxed in situation. He played a game in the NFL and the MLB the same day. See, Frank, thank you. This is the kind of chat that I need to support me when all the haters is in this motherfucker, and I got to bring up every topic. If I had y'all in there, we would have singed their ass. He became legendary off his jersey alone, right? And y'all remember that was one of the things they joked about. How could you be legendary? You're 500 in college and all this little shit they be saying. Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson was the only two athletes that was bigger than the Shield. You know what I'm saying? Bigger than the Shield. And so they knew that Shedeur Sanders had way more star power coming into the league than Deion did. Deion came in there and fucked them up. Deion still probably, I think he might be still getting NFL contract money right now. And if not, within the last 5 years, they just stopped. They had to take turns paying his ass. Prime time was the real deal, and he still is. K-Rock said that's why they tried to tank his draft stock by drafting him in the 5th round. Because he'd have really racked their ass up, bro. He'd have really racked their ass up. Because, you know, every round that go down, your window for money gets small. Shedeur got like 4 fucking million. They robbed him, basically. And I'm telling you, they better make sure they don't have no fucking emails or no type of paper trail or digital trail where these motherfuckers could be implemented in collusion. Because you know they dumb and they do shit like that. They do dumb shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They do dumb shit like that, like leave a paper trail. If they ever do and it ever come out, but you got to understand this too. When people get mad and upset and pissed off at the gang, man, they'll let that shit be known. How you think shit be getting out anyway? I guarantee you this. All it takes is for one person that was involved in that collusion to get pissed off or not get something that they promised them for keeping this shit on a hush. You know, we talking about devious motherfuckers. So you don't never know when one of these dudes is going to say, hey, if y'all don't give me what I want, I'm outing everybody. Yeah, that's exactly how it happens. Shedeur fan here, play the man, not the little child, please. Modern day attempt at buck breaking. Real shit. Real shit. Remember Deion rap album? Must be the money. Yeah, that man was on fire. They both had a hit record coming into the fucking league. Just imagine this, man. Listen what we chopping up here, man. Double tap the motherfucking screen if you learning something that you ain't never heard before. Both of these dudes came into the league with a hit record. They told me bust down my AP. Perfect timing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that was Shador's song. I was hearing that shit everywhere. I didn't know that shit was his song. If Shador was white, he'd be the next great QB. Hey, church in this motherfucker. Brown doing Shador dirty. I know I watched him ball out just about every time he was playing. And Gabriel looked mid. Yeah, easy. Mid as shit. Roy Old Dagger, what's happening? Yes, it was preseason, but he looked good. A lot better than Dillon. Man, shout out to my motherfucking chat. Shout out to my supporting folks in here, man. Double tap the screen if you just got in here and you ain't done it yet. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't done it yet, man. We running it up. But what we are doing is telling the truth in here, man. What's cracking, Roy? Man, we ain't doing nothing, man, but in here chopping it up, making sure that we telling the truth in here and letting the truth be told. That's what it is. If you a truth teller, you in the right place. Dillon is shorter than our kicker. What the fuck? Bro, Bo Nix is 5'11", and they got a picture of Dillon Gabriel next to Bo Nix, and that motherfucker look like a midget compared to Bo Nix. You know what I'm saying? But this is the guy right here who was at blame. I believe that the owner is hostage of the situation. Dillon Gabriel is a hostage of the situation. Shador is a hostage. The whole fucking team is a hostage of this situation. Look at this shit right here. This is what you call star power. This is what pay the fucking bills. Ain't nobody buying no motherfucking Dillon Gabriel jersey. I can guarantee you that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't happening. He's 5'8". Exactly. Exactly. He's 5'8". I think he's shorter than all coaches and female reporters. God damn, Frank. Pietro. Cola Pietro. Frank, you something, man. Double tap that screen if you ain't done so, Frank. But yeah, man, everybody in this joint, man, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. We do this shit like every day. Chop it up interactively. And if you type something in the screen, I'm going to read that shit. Kevin is on his knees. Yeah, right now, hey, it's not looking good. I don't think Kevin Stefanski gonna make it through the season. I really don't. I really don't think he's gonna make it through the season. I don't know how the fuck he made it this far. But trust and believe. You know what I'm saying? Now what has to happen is they got to start getting ready to turn the wheel, right? And as they're turning the wheel, they're going to have to make a reset in this organization. If the organization is being ran right, if it was my organization or a winning organization or an organization that we look out here and we see and we respect, there has to be a reset. It has to be a firing. They're going to have to move Tommy Reese into the driver's seat. He definitely looked good. I'm pretty sure that Shador will make the shit look even better. But if they're going to move on and Shador Sanders is going to remain a Brown in the next season, then somebody got to start doing some shit right fast. It can't be no shit where they just throw him in there and say, all right, let's see what he can do. Because that shit already been done and it didn't work. You just did that shit to Dillon Gabriel. You told everybody this motherfucker was ready and looked ready, and we did not see ready. So when it all comes down to it, we got to understand that Kevin Stefanski is a lying motherfucker. He's a lying ass dude. That dude ain't got the truth in him. Everything he told us about Dillon Gabriel, supercomputer, that was bullshit. He told us that Dillon Gabriel was a supercomputer. That was a fucking lie. He told us he could process things extremely fast, which means he's smart. Like, y'all got to understand the strikes that they throwing at your door when they say shit like Dillon Gabriel is a supercomputer. As if this motherfucker is so smart that it don't matter that he 5'8" and Shador is fucking 6'2.5", almost 6'3". A motherfucker who can throw the ball gracefully in tight ass windows. Like Shador's attributes are he is super pinpoint accurate. Every fucking NFL quarterback don't even get to have those titles and those attributes. This man coming from college with these attributes. You know what I'm saying? He's coming from college with this shit. Let me read some of these comments. I see y'all rolling in. Just doing here, Harry talking about Brown. Stefanski is sabotaging this team and his coaching career. If I was a Browns player, I'd be pissed Sanders ain't playing. Man, that's real shit. 5'8" is a good size for a quarterback. No. Y'all see, this is the shit I'm talking about. These are the motherfuckers that's responsible for Dillon Gabriel thinking that he's fucking good and thinking that he deserves a fucking shot and thinking that he belongs in the NFL. It's people that make comments like this. 5'8" is not a good size for a fucking in high school. But I digress. Let me read these comments that fucking mean something. Especially after losing to the Jets. Exactly. He should get the fuck out. They would have kept Baker if they wanted to win. I agree. But they wasn't winning with Baker. You know what I'm saying? They just wasn't winning. I don't know what else you need to do, but Baker proved that he can fucking win. Joe Flacco proved that he can fucking win. It gotta be, we gotta charge that shit to the coaching staff as well. And we can't put all of that on Dillon. We gotta put, Tommy Rees look better than fucking Kevin Stefanski, so we definitely can't put it all on Dillon. But that don't make Dillon ready. The arm is candy. Somebody said Dillon got something on Kevin. That's the only explanation. I don't know. He may have. Frank said, hey, I said, bro, I'm Sicilian, homie. I grew up watching this mess. Leave my city and never come back as anything less than total BS. Frank, Cola Pietro, I appreciate you, champ. Frank, you need to be around. I deal with people who run the truth. Kevin is not a qualified man for this. I agree wholeheartedly. And has a football brain. Shador literally won the Heisman for quarterbacks. Straight like that. 5'8" is a water boy. Frank keeps that shit 100% real. I need real people around me in this chat, man. Has anybody in that chat actually seen Dillon play college football? I've seen his highlights now. I had to go and look at him. All this shit they was talking about. It didn't look bad. He had a pretty good team, but it was college shit. You know what I'm saying? The things that he was doing was shit that was good for college. He wasn't doing nothing that was good for the NFL. Like being able to stand there and take a fucking hit and still deliver a strike, that's worthy of NFL talent. Having super duper accuracy, that is worthy of NFL talent. You know what I'm saying? But the shit that Dillon did good in college is only good for college shit, like doing rollout passes and evading the fucking line so you can see over that motherfucker. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I don't see 5'8" as being good enough for the NFL. Yeah, Dillon just ran around in college and threw lollipops. See? So, what did I miss, Stacy? What did I miss? Me against OSU, Ohio State University. Yeah, and his last game was brutal. Dillon is literally the worst player on the Browns, on the Chicken Littles. Frank, man, you I rock with you. Joshua Douglas said, never knew he existed in college, and that alone should tell us that the Browns are full of shit. No question, man. That way. That motherfucking way. I never heard of fucking Dillon Gabriel. Now, I did hear somebody say that he was, I don't know how true it is. I would have to go and look. Let me look on Chat GPT or Google and see if Dillon Gabriel was a Heisman Trophy candidate. I heard somebody say he was. I'm not sure. Anybody know in the chat if Dillon Gabriel was a Heisman Trophy candidate? Yes, he was. Nah, he was never in the race. Well, one of y'all said yeah, one of y'all said no. I'm about to find out right now. But at the end of the day, Dillon Gabriel, let's see how far he went. Heisman Trophy finalist. Oregon QB Dillon Gabriel heading to yada, yada, yada. Who won? Travis Hunter? So yes, he was. I mean that's a notch on his belt. I still ain't never heard of his motherfucking ass. The Browns are top tier when it comes to rage bait. I know that shit, right? Cito Williams, what it be like? Entering the chat, my main man Cito. It's cracking. I see why we got Johnny Manziel for his skills. Everybody watched him, and he sucked as an NFL quarterback. Real shit. Johnny Manziel sucked. You already know what it is, Cito. We in this jump. So was Johnny Manziel. So what's a Heisman really? You're right. It's a college award. You know, it don't mean shit in the NFL. It means a lot in college, but it don't mean a motherfucking thing in the NFL. Even if you won the Heisman, it don't mean you can play in the NFL because it's a college award. So they're basing it off of college. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. College is totally different. And I said this shit in the chat to all these people that keep on saying, well, did you see Dillon Gabriel's college stats? Well, it don't fucking matter what his college stats was. I tell you what does matter in the NFL. Your fucking your accuracy. If you're known to be a very accurate quarterback, that's something that NFL scouts will say, hey, he got it. If you can stand up in the fucking pocket and deliver strikes while you taking a shot, that is definitely NFL shit. College quarterbacks don't even do that. Paul Gaines, what's happening, man? I got all my gang in the chat. Chris Bell, what's happening, man? His stats and Sanders' stats are almost the same. I agree, but that don't mean shit. Because if you running around and you got to run around your line, that ain't conducive to the NFL, man. It's not. Dillon jumped from team to team. He did. But to his defense, so did goddamn Shedeur Sanders. He did go to Jackson State, and then he went to Colorado. But Dillon played for 6 goddamn years. That should tell everybody something right there. And Sanders had 2 years at Colorado. Johnny and Dillon should be talking right now about how they both came up short. Frank dropping bombs, man. I gotta get my goddamn where my sounds at? I'm about to drop some sounds in this month. Yeah, Frank dropping gems. I gotta hit the gong on that one, man. Every time somebody drop gems, I'm hitting the gong. He couldn't stand up in the pocket with a damn footstool. Josh, like that way. If that was really the case, Shedeur would be QB1. Real shit. Dillon Gabriel is a bootleg Rudy. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You can bootleg sometime, like, but if that's your fucking, if that's all you can do in fucking the pros, you're gonna lose. Cause them dudes is too fast. You know what I'm saying? You can do that every now and then and sell it real good. But as small as Dillon Gabriel is and as slow as he is, nah, man. Shador did it with 2 teams. Exactly. Dillon did not do it with 2 teams. He did it when he got where he could. Their college stats are almost the same, and Sanders only played 4 years in college. Exactly. Dillon's so short you can see his feet on his driver's license. Hey, Paul. Oh, my God. We got the gong going off in this motherfucker tonight, man. Top of the motherfucking evening, man. We talking sports, and I got a real savvy chat in this motherfucker, man. At this point, I'm convinced they are tanking the season for a top round pick. It got to be something, K-Rocks. It got to be something, man. It got to be something. This shit is ridiculous. But they got the Ravens. They got the Baltimore Ravens this week. And if you don't know, you won't know. But the Ravens are the original Cleveland Browns franchise that moved to my city of Baltimore after the Colts bitch asses left us and went to Indianapolis. Well, it was like 20 years after the Colts left. But we finally got the Ravens, and that is the franchise that came from Cleveland. All right, now Cleveland has a, what was that, expansion team. They got an expansion team and came back into the league, which I'm glad they got their team back. But damn, they ain't doing no fucking better with them. Dillon sits on a curb and his feet dangle, bro. they going in on Dillon, man. Damn. Yeah, man. Seriously, from what we've seen so far from Dillon, he is not an NFL quarterback, and so far, Stefanski Fansky to continue to support the mighty midget leprechaun is completely laughable and idiotic. Man, shout out to my chat. These people know what the fuck they talking about. Ain't no weirdos in this motherfucker tonight. I know they probably listening, but I got too much support in this motherfucker tonight. Shout out to Baltimore, my old team, West Side. Oh, you a West Side dude? Yeah, Baltimore is definitely a East Side, West Side city. You know something about the city of Baltimore. Baltimore, Maryland. They showing us how far they will go when they feel like they got finessed. Hey, K-Rocks, man, listen. Listen, man. You giving me some whole new light, man, because, sometimes you just seeing what it is. But what you saying with the prime equity, with the Deion Sanders, because I was giving you the Deion Sanders part, but I didn't bring in the prime equity. I keep, it's so much going on with this shit, man, that I forget sometimes that prime equity could very well be the culprit as to why these people are so upset with this kid who is a superstar talent, a top tier talent, first round talent, and a megalithic superstar when it comes to football and what he brings to the stadium. This man has a A-list Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Beehive, Nicki Minaj type of cult following. And these people that follow him, man, listen, they going tooth and nail. Uncles and aunties or whatever they call themselves, they want to see Shador Sanders. Period. They want to see Shador Sanders. They love Shador Sanders. He's already made so much goddamn money sitting on the bench. This is why Shador Sanders can sit there and smile each and every game. He don't give a shit because the man is getting paid out of both earlobes, out of his goddamn, the bottom of his feet. So at the end of the day, they on the clock. You know what I'm saying? They are on the clock, and it really does not matter to Shedeur Sanders or Deion Sanders. He came up. He ain't hungry for nothing. See, when it's a person who is, they ain't well off, they got to jump. They got to do what they got to do. They got to get in line. They got to act like the fuck they know. They can't just play around and miss this opportunity to make all this goddamn money. But guess what? Guess what? With these dudes, man, they bred it up. They don't. It don't matter. It just don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So when it all comes down to it, Shedeur Sanders is due. You know what I'm saying? He gonna wait patiently. And he gonna make a lot of people pay. Because no matter what he's getting on the field the last 4 games of the season. We already know that. At least that's what they said. Because I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I damn sure don't trust Kevin Stefanski. He just looked like a lying motherfucker. When you look in his face, you already know he on some bullshit. My man Frank said he grew up in Cleveland on the west side, went to school on the east side. Famo and B-More, and they still clown me. And they still clown me for it because I still rock brown and orange. Straight up Cleveland fan. Joshua Douglas says, can't wait for the Baltimore game. It will truly expose Dillon and Stefanski. Shedeur deserves better than this. And at this point, I'd rather see him with another team. Hey, man, I'm not even going to lie to you. That don't hurt my goddamn feelings. They don't really deserve Shedeur Sanders, to be honest with you. They don't deserve the star power. They don't deserve to have their revenue up 70 goddamn %. You know what I'm saying? Because I can guarantee you this. Y'all see these people reaching for these jerseys? Ain't nobody got a Dillon Gabriel jersey hanging out that motherfucker. Not one. So you are definitely delinquent when it comes to satisfying your fan base. Even Dillon Gabriel ready for Sanders to play. I agree with that. I believe that shit. Man, listen, that boy got to be stressed out of his motherfucking mind. I know goddamn well he ain't getting no sleep. He probably in the fucking house staring at the ceiling on his back with a fucking football in his goddamn right hand. Because they ruined his entrance into the NFL. You know what I'm saying? This is supposed to be a great time. This shit not supposed to be back and forth. La, 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 Shedeur Sanders. This man is supposed to be able to enjoy this shit. But he can't. Because Kevin Stefanski tricked his ass into being a fucking martyr for this whole situation. That's what Kevin Stefanski did. Shedeur just chilling in the back with his Capri Sun. Like that. That way. They definitely mad about prime equity clause, but I'd rather cry in a Bentley than a fucking Honda. Yes, sir. Chris Bell for life. That one saying Dillon deserves a chance, don't even have his jersey. Exactly. The one saying that Dillon deserves a chance ain't even bought his motherfucking jersey. Shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear that shit. I already got the goofy dude out of here, though. He think we can see his shit, but that shit gone. We don't even know where he is. He might be still listening. Are you still listening, dude? We ain't gonna never see your ass again on this motherfucking channel. You're done, son. You're gonna have to go and get another motherfucking profile and come back. But I'll sniff that bullshit out. Yeah, I can't wait to see Shedeur, man. Dillon is trash. Rod was cracking. I'm gonna highlight this comment right here. The ones saying he deserves to play, and the ones who say that Dillon Gabriel is so good, they don't have his motherfucking jersey. Shedeur Sanders ain't even got in the fucking game yet. And the whole world got this motherfucker. They probably got his jersey in motherfucking Mexico. They probably got Shedeur Sanders jersey in fucking Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Like overseas, because now we getting that overseas exposure. He that big. They know who the fuck Shador Sanders is in Brazil. They know who the fuck Shador Sanders is in these other countries, Great Britain or wherever the fuck they playing these games at. These otherworldly NFL games. They know Shador Sanders. They only know Dillon Gabriel because he in the way. And it ain't his fault that he in the way. But I'm just saying. You gotta fucking call a spade a spade. Shador Sanders is so motherfucking big. Shador Sanders is so fucking big that Jim Haslam himself does not deserve for this boy to be on his team. Period. Let's read some more chats. I mean, the people are showing them who the star truly is. Dillon Gabriel is probably about to blow a gasket seeing Shador get all the love and accolades and deals, and ain't nobody throwing him shit. Nike ain't called him. Adidas ain't called. Like, if Nike ain't gonna fuck with you, because they fucking with Shador. Adidas ain't call you. Reebok, somebody. Under Armour. Damn. I have a Ray Lewis jersey and a Reed and Jackson, all in Browns custom to piss my brother in Baltimore off. You ain't shit, man. I put Shador as QB1 on the Madden, and my brother said, "Oh, you one of those." You motherfucking right on one of those. Yeah. Hell, the owner's two sons wear Shador's jersey all the time. So what does that tell you? You are a dumpster fire, Dillon. Listen, man. If I saw the owner's kids wearing Shador Sanders, man, fuck it, man. Just take me out the game. This shit ain't right here ain't for me. I ain't one of them motherfuckers who want to be privileged and don't deserve it. He gonna have to get and one contract. Under Armour don't even want his ass, man. Know what I'm saying? That man gonna have to go get and one back out. A basketball motherfucking contract. And one is crazy. Shout out to my goddamn chat tonight, man. Y'all going in. Nickname Dumpster Fire Dilly. See? You know who brought all this shit on Dillon Gabriel? Kevin Stefanski. He couldn't get a New Balance contract. Goddamn, Feli. Man, y'all ain't shit, man. Double tap that screen, man. Make sure y'all share this goddamn chat, man, because, listen, they need to, folks gonna go crazy when they see this goddamn chat. Y'all going in. That man said that motherfucker gonna get a Feli contract. He need to go get the British Knights or the Brooks. Your live be live. Hey, Charmaine, we get it in like this shit like every night, man. Double tap the screen. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all of y'all, man. Look, this is what we do. This is what we do. And when I got good folks in here, all them goofballs can't really, you know what I'm saying? They can't really affect my chat like that. Uggs for little girls. Damn. Dillon Gabriel got the Uggs contract. USPA. Man, you got me falling out over here. Hey, Josh, this how we do it in here, man. Shout out to the whole goddamn, shout out to my whole chat. Y'all live in this joint as well. I swear. Listen, that man getting the Uggs contract. He getting a Puma contract. But Puma like that, though. He don't deserve Puma. You know what I'm saying? Puma is actually make some good cleats and shit like that. Dillon Gabriel got to get that, he got to get them British Knights, man. The shoe ain't nothing without the BK button face ass nigga. USPA, United States Polo Association. I was trying to figure out what that was. Yeah, he getting the polo. What the fuck is that other shit they got? Polo chaps. Yeah, he got a chaps contract and shit. I wouldn't do Puma like that. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Puma got good shit. He got to get a champion contract. Now, champion too good for him. He needs some bullshit. Hey, Frank, I appreciate you, man. Nah, Frank, you the truth. Frank got chops, be joning on you. I know you been in Maryland before. Cracking on motherfuckers and shit. Polo Association. There you go. Polo Assassin. Hey, starter too good for him, Frank. He can't get no starter. Starter is legendary. Dillon Gabriel got to get fucking Pacific Sun or OP or some shit. He Hawaiian, wherever the fuck he is. I just know one motherfucking thing, man. They need to pipe down and stop treating 12 like, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't deserve this boy, man. And that's what I'm saying. They treating 12 like he's some chop suey or some shit. They on that bullshit. I keep on saying it, man, but I'm gonna be back on here with a actually I might come late night tonight with a with all this goddamn cheating and gambling in sports, man. Next, you never know. Dillon Gabriel might be throwing the fucking game. Give him a penny loaf of give him a penny loaf of contract and let him work it out. God damn. They be selling DG cleats at Value City. God damn, Dillon. See? You see what Stefanski did? He got all these motherfucking people on your neck. That's what the fuck happened. They only doing this in theory. To not play and still get QB1 money is an ultimate finesse. Man, K-Rocks, boy, you, woo. Hey. I'm about to do a new YouTube video with a whole new attitude just thinking about the shit you saying, man. The finesse part, though. You see what I'm saying? A billionaire, millionaire ain't gonna like getting finesse. You know what I'm saying? Especially by a kid and his motherfucking daddy that you don't like. Y'all already don't like him, and then they jugged your motherfucking ass. He signed to the Disney Channel for the new image of Mickey Mouse. God damn. Hey, I'm Dillon. They only doing this in theory. Yeah. I've seen Shador live, and he hits all the check marks for an NFL quarterback. The jig is up, and these mofos don't give a damn. Yeah, that's what it is. Their motherfucking coattail has been pulled. You know what I'm saying? They coattail has been pulled. Shout out to my goddamn chat. Oodles and toodles. Oh, toodles. Hey, man, this the best live chat that I done had since I've been doing lives. Real shit. Real shit. No fucking weirdos, and if they is, they been weeded out. They know what it is. They know what it is, man. They know what it is. Old toodles in this motherfucker. But yeah, man, it's a goddamn shame. The one person you don't want to piss off is this dude right here. You know what I'm saying? You got an anchor right there when you got this dude right here. He gonna hold shit down. But when you going 3 and out every fucking play, and that man got to get back on the field every 6 to 7 minutes because y'all motherfuckers can't hold the ball, y'all can't take it down the field, y'all can't put up no fucking points. They got to score the points. They got to do every motherfucking thing. Every time I see Dillon play, I think about the Yellow Brick Road and the Lollipop Guild. Hey, y'all on fire tonight, man. Hold on, let me hit that motherfucking gong on your ass again. Y'all on goddamn fire tonight. That's for my supporting cast right there, man. That's for my goddamn hitter. Lollipop kid bouncing down the street. Dillon Gabriel. That's him hopping down the goddamn street. Little motherfucker. Miles Garrett don't got time for no red tape. No red tape jive. He said, play his QB1 or he getting the fuck out of there. Hell yeah. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. Priceless. Man, we in the building. We in the building tonight, man. The goddamn chat and the goddamn live is off the motherfucking chain. Double tap the screen if you just got in here, man. But the Baltimore Ravens are about to tear Dillon Gabriel. I hate to see him get hurt, but it's a possibility. It's a possibility that he could get his motherfucking feet ripped off this weekend. You know what I'm saying? The Ravens normally don't play no whole bunch of games. They still do play a fast-paced, high-octane defense. And we're going to see. We could see him get his ass mobbed on, and we get to see Shador a little bit early. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't want to see him get hurt. But he might look so fucking bad that they just got to pull the plug on him this week. Mad love, chat. Hey, Frank, I appreciate you, man, for real. You brought that energy in when you first came in the building. Make sure y'all all hit subscribe to that channel, man. Double tap the chat if you just getting in the live. I'm seeing big numbers coming through the chat, fluctuating. So we appreciate y'all. They're going to collide Myles Garrett right off the depth chart. Oh, he said they're going to collude Myles Garrett right off the depth chart. Hopefully, he requests a trade to my Broncos. Man, shout out to the Denver Broncos. If that's your team, man, I'm going to shout them out here right goddamn now. The Orange Crush. You know what I'm saying? I used to like when John Elway, Elway played with them. But, like I said, I don't see Dillon Gabriel. He might not even last this game. You know, the Ravens can be a crafty defense. They're not like they used to be or the classic Ravens, but they will pick your shit off. I'm waiting for Dillon to throw a pick six. I know he got about all them goddamn interceptions he's thrown since he's been playing. I just think that left-handed spin is making it so that people ain't being able to catch that shit because they're not used to the ball spinning that way. But it's coming. Them pick sixes are coming. Josh said, Garrett gonna have an aneurysm trying not to blast his current quarterback. And ain't nothing gonna be left of Dillon except his cleats smoking in the backfield. Elway and Shannon was good. You goddamn right they was. That's a motherfucking all-star, superstar, you know, Hall of Fame tandem right there. That was a hell of a tag team situation right there. But so in the chat, man, do y'all think that because we getting to the part of the season where motherfuckers start getting fired? Y'all know that, right? Y'all know we getting to the point where motherfuckers get fired. So my question to y'all is, does Kevin Stefanski survive this year? Because if Kevin Stefanski survived this year, we got a whole nother fucking conversation that we got to have, right? Am I right? Yeah, Frank, you got to love good football, man. Listen, I've been to live Ravens and Steelers games. I've been to 2. And that shit is legendary. Never want to see a guy get hurt, but if it opens the coaching staff's eyes, then so be it. I hear that shit, Roy. I think it's Roy Acre. Either way, I'm going to call you Roy for short. No, you don't want to see nobody get hurt. But what you do want to see is the right motherfucker on the field by any fucking means. Damn sure don't want to see nobody get hurt. But you can twist your fucking ankle and get the fuck out of there. The Browns organization might already be under investigation. We may be watching the development of a sport-wide RICO. Real shit. I've been saying that shit for my last 4 chats. And I'm saying that because if the NFL, if they can prove that the NFL purposefully conspired to drag this boy on in the draft and basically bring his value down and harvest what the fuck he was supposed to be getting as his worth, man, it could be some real fucking lawsuit. It could be some litigation behind that shit. I'm gonna hit that motherfucking gong for y'all one time. Yeah, it's magic happening in this motherfucking chat. And my man K Rock's always stay on point. I might make you my motherfucking moderator. Yes, he'll survive because he's going to blame it on having a rookie QB. Well, I'm going to tell you this, Chris Bell for life. If Shador Sanders hit the motherfucking field and shit don't look right, it's going to be an investigation. It's going to be an investigation anyway. You think primetime Deion Sanders ain't already got a motherfucking team of FBIs and motherfucking agents and who the fuck knows? They might be Navy SEAL. But if you think Deion Sanders is just sitting back taking this shit, you ain't thought good. You ain't thought good. If he doesn't get fired, then we know the owner is orchestrating this bullshit. That's what I was saying. That's why I said we got to have a whole nother fucking conversation if Stefanski don't get fucking fired. I think so. KS still going to coach. I tell you what, if Kevin Stefanski stays on the team, then like I say, it's more proof that the whole NFL is in on this shit. And like I said, if they ain't goddamn cleaned up behind themselves, or somebody get mad, or somebody don't get their way, this shit right here too good to not come out. Whatever's going on with the NFL and collusion, it's coming out. Somebody gonna tell it. Somebody gonna get mad. Reading from the bottom. I pulled up in Pittsburgh with my Browns jerseys on, and now I remember how scared my girl was, and I wasn't after my uncle walked up 6'6" with his Steelers jersey on, and nobody fucked with me. Oh Christ. Deion wanted this according to Deion. There were certain teams he wouldn't allow Shador to go to. Who gives a fuck? At the end of the day, he's on the fucking Browns team. He's supposed to be developed as a rookie quarterback. Period. Develop this motherfucker as a rookie quarterback. We don't want to hear none of that bullshit. Coaches have gotten fired for less. This is obvious collusion. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows what the fuck this is. And the Browns wasn't one of the teams that'd be the number one team on the list for no-goes. I hear you, Roy. I appreciate my chat for supporting me and telling these motherfuckers what they need to hear without me even having to say shit. Best chat since I've been doing lives. Shout out to all my people in the chat. They just trying to make Prime and his kids look bad. That's it. But like my man K Rock said, Shador finessed the fuck out of the Cleveland Browns. Shador finessed the fuck out of the NFL. So y'all gotta understand how pissed off these motherfuckers are for getting finessed. This motherfucker making more money, making starting fucking quarterback money sitting on the bench, and they running around trying their best to piss somebody off, and this motherfucker smiling and saying, "Hey, I was just waiting for my time. They told me to bust down my AP. Perfect timing." To be honest, the reason Coach Prime left Jackson State was because of the crime rate and the ragged-ass streets around the college, and yet he still put them on the map. And anybody that had some shit to say, because there was a lot of people saying, "Man, that's fucked up, Deion left." He left them motherfuckers in a better situation than they was in. That school and that facility that he built, the practice facility, he ain't knock it over when he left. And them motherfuckers didn't pay for it. He paid for it. You got people stealing out of his car, all kind of shit, man. I would have left that motherfucker too. They said this. They said, this thinks smart, watch this. Yeah, he think he's smart, watch this shit. Kevin had a vendetta against Shador. I believe that. Just trying to make Prime and his kids look bad. And they always tell us to read the contract before you sign it. They mad because they signed it first. Stupid motherfuckers. Shout out to my goddamn chat, man. Double tap the screen that you just got in here, man. We are talking about the Cleveland Browns. We are talking about the NFL's future. The savior of the Cleveland Browns, if their stupid asses want it. Shador Sanders. We're talking about Jim Haslam, who was a mummy in this situation with his whole fucking face tied up. You know what I'm saying? He's a mummy. Dillon Gabriel, who is really a hostage of a hostile situation that he didn't create at all. He just got wrapped up into it. And in my opinion, he got tricked into being a fucking martyr for whoever wants Shador Sanders to pay for being the son of Dion or bringing his prime equity shit to the NFL and jugging their motherfucking ass for more money than they've been jugged for a long time, probably since Dion jugged their motherfucking ass. Will Wayes. We just gonna say Will. Shador is going to lead the 2-minute drill against Baltimore this week. Hey, hold up. I like that. Will, you just said some profound shit. You just said some profound shit, Will. You might be right. You might be right. I swear to God, you might be right. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going to happen. But the writing has been on the wall for some weeks now. Motherfuckers know that this sorry shit not going to last long. You know, Kevin Stefanski is hugging on to fucking Dillon Gabriel's ankles and shit, hoping that he can do something this week to make him look better. And in my mind, if you are a weak-minded motherfucker who just can't be wrong, or you working for somebody and you a double agent for real, because like I say, there's two ways this shit could go. It's either Kevin Stefanski is just doing his own thing, he rogue, or it's a league-wide collusion. Either way, we're going to get to the bottom of that shit. And like I said, fucking heads are going to get sued. They might not roll, but they're going to get sued. I know motherfucking well Deion Sanders ain't sitting back and not launching his own fucking investigation. He got enough money to, get everybody stuck like glue. Nah, DG been saying some slick shit. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said they tricked Dillon Gabriel into being on some bullshit. If he was smart, he would just be humble. Because you know you're not fucking good. Every motherfucker in any situation knows if you seen Shador Sanders throw passes, you know you're not better than him. Period. The owner is a joke and a secret racist. Remember, he said he had been in the draft room. He would never have picked Shador. And that's because Coach Prime didn't want his son to go there. That's one for the books. If they want to win, put Shador in. Shout out to Lee Goodwin. T. Goodwin, my bad. Shador not going to play till Dill gets hurt or till DG gets hurt or the last 4 games, whichever comes first. Kevin needs to go. We need to clean house. Hey, Will, you already know. All y'all is speaking relevant facts. You know what I'm saying? All y'all speaking relevant facts. Kevin Stefanski need to get the fuck out of here. If the owner is a racist, all that shit gonna come out too. But at the end of the day, you still got a team to run. And motherfuckers not gonna want to come there. You know what I'm saying? Anybody's might go there, but the motherfuckers who who bought their work and coming in with prestigious names like Shador Sanders. The Browns gonna be the Browns forever behind this shit if that shit come out like that. It was the perfect timing comment Dillon made for me. I don't even think he realized he has a puppet master. You motherfucking right. Somebody writing that shit for that boy. He also said, we have entertainers, and then we have guys that compete. My job is to come here and compete, and I'll let everybody else entertain. Like, that right there let me know he wasn't a humble dude. That right there let me know he knows that he's being privileged to play, and he don't deserve it. He knows that shit. Joshua Richardson. Shador been telling the plan on his streams. Perfect timing. Big ready. Stay focused, bro. These are Shador's sayings plus private jet with the medical team. That's QB1 activity. I hear that shit. I'm going to read that again in case y'all motherfuckers ain't get my drift. Shador been telling the plan on his streams. Perfect timing. We know that. Big ready. I'm getting big ready. Stay focused, bro. These are Shador's sayings. Plus private jet with medical team. He on a private jet with the medical team, y'all. That's more game that I'm gonna be able to spit because I didn't know that. So I appreciate you, Josh. You know what I'm saying? Jay Sean. I think that's how you say it. Jay Sean Richardson. So this man is flying on a private jet with the medical team. That's QB1 activity. So we never know. They could be just trying to save Shador. I don't know. They could be trying to save Shador and Kevin Stefanski still don't like him. I don't know. But all this information y'all giving me, yeah, these are things that I did not know. He was literally reading a sheet of paper during his post-game conference. You talking about Stefanski? Yeah, we're gonna go with Dillon. Yeah, we're gonna stick with Dillon. I'm so glad that Coach Prime has built his sons up for this exact type of bullshit because anyone else would have crashed out by now. Exactly. And that's the other thing. They don't like nothing that Coach Prime represents. He represents a strong black father. He represents a confident black man. He represents a fucking, you know what I'm saying? A hell of a motherfucking athlete, a coach. And his dad's skills is why the fuck he can coach. You know what I'm saying? He went to that goddamn school and saved that goddamn program. New stadium equals Sanders. I like that. I like that. Remember when Shador beat Carolina with no practice? Barry and Shador convo sideline. Go listen to it. Yeah, I remember. He's like, yeah, you said you proud of me. You said you proud of me now. You proud of me a little bit. Well, you proud of me, but you ain't proud of me that just a little bit. That's my fucking dog, man. Y'all like my Shador Sanders impersonation? That bitch was spot on, wasn't it? I wouldn't even be surprised if Stefanski finds a way to not be there those last 4 games. Man, drop dimes, drop bombs in this motherfucker. Man, hold on. We got too many bombs going on. We got too many goddamn bombs going on. Drop the gong on their ass. Keep talking that shit, y'all. Keep talking that goddamn shit. We in here. Double tap the screen if you just getting in the chat. I see a couple people just popped in, man. What city you from? What city you listening from? We in this bitch. Yeah. And my chat, my supporting cast in here tonight is kick ass. Now we got Jay Sean in here. He dropping more juice. Jay Sean just came in here and dropped dimes on y'all ass. Andrew was sitting Shador until after next draft. Barry getting wide receivers and an offensive line. Hold up. We're gonna applaud that shit right there. I like how that sound. That might be the move right there. Okay. If that's what Barry doing, then shout out to Barry. Shout out to Bray. I hope Shador play this season. We at least deserve to see this motherfucker. And everybody done went out and bought them goddamn jerseys. We don't want to get him hurt, though. We don't want to get him hurt. Jay Sean, he act like he got a whole nother energy when he came into the chat. He dropping dimes right now, and we gonna listen. We gonna take heed. If our offense was even somewhat competent, we'd be 4-5, 5-4, somewhere around there. I believe that. Don't be surprised if Stefanski ends up in New York, even if he doesn't deserve to coach Pee-wee teams. Yeah, I could see him going to a whack-ass organization like New York. They fucked up in the head, too. New York is one of them motherfuckers who's fucked up in the head. Keep that shit 1,000. Gold. Stink Nansky. Damn, he called him Stink Nansky. Is gold. Dion is solid. If Shador was being mistreated, Dion would let the world know. Facts. AJ Sean. Boy. Jay Sean came in this motherfucker dropping heat, man. I need y'all to know that. I gotta add some more sounds on my goddamn sound bar. That's what I need to do. But Jay Sean dropping heat on y'all ass right now. I'm gonna let y'all ass know. This man coming with some info and you know, just to be able to think outside the box. Cause you won't be buying, fighting mad and say, this is fucked up, this is fucked up. And I have reserved the stance to say, what if they are saving him? Because that would be in the interest of Andrew Berry, not Kevin Stefanski. You know what I'm saying? It just was, you throw him out there the first game. In my opinion, if you throw this man out there on the first game, it solidifies with me that you know fucking well that he's not no fucking 5th round draft pick. That's number one. That right there was ironed out the moment that they started him over every quarterback in the quarterback room. And so you got to know that these mad motherfuckers that's pissed off right now, that Shador's about to, you know, that Shador going to end up shining anyway, them motherfuckers are delusional. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know that these motherfuckers is off they rocker. They fucking blind fighting mad and shit. Forgot to drop the low. I'm all the way down south here in a small town with big dreams. Waynesboro, Georgia. Shout out to them. Y'all get a chance, check out them Burke County Bears. We really put belt to ass. I heard that shit. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Burke County Bears. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. Double tap that screen for him. Shout out to you, Chris Bell. I appreciate you. No, Dion is solid. Not to add more unwanted pressure on his son. That's what they want him to do, is blow up so they can point their finger and say, he's the problem. I feel that sentiment as well. Don't Shador remind you of a 90s QB? If Shador said he's better than what he's seen out there, that's his truth. Real shit. Straight like that. When you as confident as that boy is, that shit'll take you far in life. You know what I'm saying? That's the other thing they can't stand. They can't stand a strong family. They ain't got no fucking scandals going on. Dion a goddamn divorced to his wife. Don't treat her as no worse. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Jackson, Mississippi by way of Memphis. Hey, cuz, I got family in Mississippi. I got family in Jackson. I got family in Woodville, Mississippi. Actually, about a month ago, what was that? September the 20th. Little more than a month ago, I just flew into Baton Rouge and drove through the sticks to get to Woodville, Mississippi. Man, shout out to Mississippi. Went to spread my partner ashes in the Mississippi River, man. That was an awesome sight. You know what I'm saying? To be right next to the old man Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Like Dion said, he's a father. Let that sink in. Like neck bone juice. Why? Get your mind right. Kevin don't say Shador's name because Shador is Andrew Guy. Kevin has no say so. That's how you know he a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know he deserve a motherfucker to cup the shit out of his motherfucking ear. Because you a bitch. You know what I'm saying? He's a real bitch. He don't say his name. Still got my 37 jersey, brother. Who was number 37? On what team, Frank? Hey, Jay Sean dropped heat in this goddamn chat, man. Jay Sean got me thinking out the box. I appreciate that. Double tap the chat. Double tap the screen that you just got in the chat. Oh, yeah. For the Redskins, I think he was, hold on. No, he was 37 for the Ravens. That's an ugly ass number. Especially for prime time, man. God damn. But he was doing his thing. He was man, you know we love having Deion Sanders in. We had him in Washington, even though I hate Washington. But we had him in Washington and we had him in Baltimore. Of course, my Dallas Cowboys had him. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the whole Sanders family. Shout out to the Sanders legacy. Shout out to Prime Equity. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to innovative thinkers. You know what I'm saying? And people that think outside the box. Not a bunch of box head motherfuckers that just, you know what I'm saying? They don't have no forward thinking. They thinking with the dumb part of their brain. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to me making sure I kept all the goofies out this motherfucking chat tonight. But really, I'm gonna tell y'all, chat, I'm gonna tell y'all some shit. It's really y'all. It's really y'all, in my opinion, why the goofies ain't come in here tonight. You know what I'm saying? They ain't coming this motherfucker tonight because I got a whole panel full of people that's knowledgeable. I got a whole panel full of people that's dropping jewels. And they watching the realness. You know what I'm saying? They don't have time to sit in here and go back and forth with a whole bunch of knowledgeable people. You know what I'm saying? But when it's just me talking and they dominating the chat because I ain't got time to be reading all the dumb shit that they typing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just made it real easy. And yeah, straight love to everybody in the chat, man. For real. And they're really pissed about that prime clause. Hell yeah, they pissed. Remember, he had one of the best years there. You goddamn right. He was smoking, motherfucker. He was old as shit. Yeah, Deion Sanders is the truth, man. Shador fixed Jimmy $250 million. Damn. Shador fixed Jimmy $250 million mess and his QB1 problem. 4 years, $4 million. Jimmy loves Andrew and Shador. That's why Jimmy Children wears his jersey. You goddamn right, man. I just was trying to figure Jimmy out. I was trying to figure Jimmy out, man. Remember he had one of, oh, all right. Real love. Michael, what you talking about? Jason, the moderator. If they were pissed, they wouldn't have signed the contract. They signed it for cheap, man. They got a Rolls Royce with motherfucking Honda Civic prices. You guys need to go to college and stop smoking pot. Goodbye, Jason. We'll never see you again. They had no choice but to agree to that contract because it was in ironclad. I feel you. We getting somewhere, folks. We getting somewhere, man. The gong is going off because, yeah. This is one of these chats that I might have to go back and listen to. And I like that. I like when I got a knowledgeable panel of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start going live on StreamYard so I can start bringing some of y'all up. And y'all can chop it up with me on the live itself. You see what I'm saying? We can get some Cleveland Browns fans in here. Y'all put y'all jerseys on and represent your team when you come on the chat. But trust and believe, I will be going live from StreamYard. And that is going to give me a chance. If anybody want to volunteer to be a moderator, and I fuck with you a little bit, then yeah, we can get it on, man. We can run these chats. You ain't even gonna be there every day. Just certain days, or y'all see me live, man, jump in here and help me weed out these bootlickers. Bet that, man, and I will still support you. I appreciate that. Love is repeated, and I love my people in this chat, regardless of point of view. God bless everyone and everything living outside of football, because it's only a fucking game. Shout out to you, Frank. That was a heartfelt comment right there. Like you said, they know his worth, but they got to try to break the young buck. But all they did was made him stronger. Exactly. Because the shit ain't going to kill him, so you know he's going to be stronger. I'm down, bro, to support. I appreciate you, man. Real shit. Jimmy went against the NFL and gave Watson $250 million. Shador was dropped to 5th, so his contract is 5 years for $4 million. Now Jimmy even with the bad Watson deal. Jimmy loves Shador. Man, Jay Sean. Goddamn, Jay Sean. Boy, you bringing heat. You bringing heat in this motherfucker, Jay Sean. For real. Double gong in this motherfucker. Yes, sir. Steve said, mob me. I got you, Steve. I will monster. That's what I'm talking about. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, man, let me see. Charmaine, RN, Stacy, and Chamberlain. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm writing y'all names down right now. Yup. And if anybody wanna reach me via inbox, Instagram, same shit. Hold on. Let me write these names down so I can know who to reach out to. Hold up. Charmaine. All right. Man, I can't find a fucking piece of paper. Yeah, this chat been real tonight. This chat has been real tonight. And I'm going to keep on going. Right now, while we still got a nice amount of people in here. We still chopping it up. Now, let's move on to the next subject. Where we at? This goofy ass shit right here. Fucking Dillon Gabriel, some fucking rookie of the week with 167 goddamn yards on 17 out of 36 passes. That is fucking horrible. So that just let me know that every rookie in the fucking league must have played like ass last week, because none of that shit is good. Yeah, he loves him for the revenue. He loves him for the revenue he generated, but not enough to pick up the phone and tell Stefanski, Stink Nansky, to start Shador. What you do, how you move is two different things. I know that shit, right? The fucking munchkin. Designed, destroy. I'm sure it's because of him and his father, and publicly saying G-O-D. Man, that's deep, man. That's real deep. That's real deep. But y'all hitting home like shit, man. I ain't had to beat nothing in nobody's head in here because I got some like-minded individuals. I laughed so hard when I saw that bullshit rookie of the week. Fucking hilarious. Yeah, yo, they playing with us, y'all. They really fucking playing with us. As if we sitting back listening to that dumbass shit. Them motherfuckers are they some fucking jokers. Straight like that. All these motherfuckers is straight jokers. Trying to sell us on some bullshit like some motherfucking rookie of the week. The motherfucker wasn't even a, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't even beat a quarter. Why would you get an award for losing to a quarterback who had 54 yards? And 39 of them fucking yards was in one play. So that means the 5 of a fucking passes that Justin Fields had, which by the way he played like shit too. That's only 12 more fucking yards. So how in the fuck did you? Why? Who the fuck even made this? This shit might even be like some spam type shit. I just want to know who put that shit up there. Was that a real thing? Because you know these whack ass media sites on social media, man. Some of that shit not real. Dillon Gabriel's fucking cousins must have put this shit up. Because this shit is a joke. They really want us to believe that fucking Dillon Gabriel was the player of the week. So we had a 1 hour and 11 minutes, man. We're going to go 2 hours. Unless this chat go fucking crazy in a fucking few minutes. But yeah, this is laughable. But folks, this is how motherfuckers will try to beat something in your head that Dillon Gabriel belongs. It's almost like the NFL and everybody who's not seeing clearly is just trying to, they just want us to say, hey, Dillon belongs in the NFL. Well, fuck it. I'll say Dillon belongs in the NFL if y'all gonna sit his ass down. He belongs in the NFL, but he don't belong starting. So in the chat, what do y'all think about Tommy Rees? Did Tommy Rees make the offense look better, or did Tommy Rees just do the same shit that Stefanski did? I feel like the offense in the first half was slightly above average. Dillon Gabriel's play, if you look at the stats, don't look at the second half, just look at the first half. He looked a lot fucking better. Spamming is real, and I'm going to cry laughing. They saw the media was coming down on Dillon, so to build back his confidence, they named him Rookie of the Week. It almost really feels like it's that deep, bruh. It really feels like it's that fucking deep. Because at the end of the day, man, the second half was so motherfucking bad that it canceled out the first half. The second half was really fucking bad. Dillon Gabriel knows he's not going to last long in the NFL, because if it was any other player on any other team, he would have been cut the first week in preseason. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you're starting to get, well, not starting to. You always had that feeling that we're going to give this kid privilege. We're going to make all these fucking fans that want to see Shedeur Sanders, we're going to make all these motherfuckers watch. If he did, that would be a good thing for Dillon. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Shedeur Sanders has to play. He's a fucking superstar regardless. How many fucking superstars we've seen come in the league and not play their first year? I don't think it's a big deal. The sad part is you sitting behind a motherfucker who's not better than you. That's not good. Sorry, but no disrespect to anyone, but this is slightly scary for any player to want to play and get blackballed. Hell yeah. DG had reps on top of reps. No good. Dillon not the issue. He's being used by the Browns in the NFL. I agree. I have come to that fucking conclusion that, man, Dillon Gabriel do not want to be in this shit. If he could The sad part is he kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way with them little comments he was saying. And the thing about that is, I don't believe Dillon Gabriel came up with that shit on his own. I think that whatever machine is behind all this bullshit, bro, they got a publicist to write that shit for him. You're going to say this. Because when you hear Dillon Gabriel say it, it wasn't like no off the fly shit. It was almost like he was practicing a routine. He was saying it the way it was panned off to him, and he got every word out until he could get to that little sentence. Well, you know, it's just like you're going to wait for the perfect time. You know, you're going to wait your whole life. You're going to wait your whole lifetime. You think somebody ain't write that shit? At the least, that motherfucker went on Chat GPT and got that shit. He didn't fucking think of that. Dillon knows he's not on Shador level. Fucking right he know. And that's what makes it bad for Dillon. That's what makes Dillon in harm's way. I don't want Dillon to fail, but he already did. Woo! Hold up, Frank. He knows if he does his thing against the Ravens, what? That shit will never happen. That boy is smoked already and he knows it. Fake moves create fake moves now. I know that shit, right? But listen, if Dillon Gabriel went out that bitch and played a drop-dead game against the Ravens, I would be highly surprised. And I would say, hey, the fuck? If he played better and he did better, then why the fuck can't he play again? I wouldn't say sit him down. You know what I'm saying? Dillon contract is for $45 million. Who wouldn't chase that? Who wouldn't chase that Dillon, not the issue? Dillon contract is for $45 million. Who wouldn't chase that Dillon, not the issue? I feel you. I don't think he's the issue either. I think the issue is that they propping his ass up to be something that he's not. Now, if Dillon could turn another switch and play up to par, I don't think nobody would be saying shit. Because it ain't warranted to say shit. I'm not going to just say play Shador Sanders if Dillon Gabriel is fucking playing up to the level that the starter should play. But when you showed me Shador Sanders that first game and the shit that he was doing, the passes he was throwing, what y'all think that was luck? You know what I'm saying? Y'all think that shit was luck? If he scores more than Jackson, I will be surprised. But that sounds like a fairy tale. Straight up, Frank, that don't sound like no shit that's really going to happen. I can't see it happening, man. Double tap the screen if you just got in the chat. Man, we've been on here almost 2 hours talking about Dillon Gabriel, the Cleveland Browns, the entire circus, Kevin Stefanski, Jim Haslam. We even brought up Myles Garrett and Kevin Stefanski. So Josh says, well, I believe he is the issue, or at least part of it, because he fed into the hype that Stink Nansky was feeding. That was my sentiment earlier. I said you can say that Dillon didn't know all this shit was gonna go down, but once he knew it was going down, that motherfucker, he got in harm's way. Read Shador's energy, not Cleveland Sports News words. Energy never lies. Yeah, Shador chilling. Shador don't give a fuck. I mean, I know he ain't completely happy. I know he's not completely happy, man, but he don't look shaken. He don't look broken. He don't look like it's the end of the world. When I hear a man say, hey, man, I just got to put it in God's hands, yada, 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 I don't really got no, I don't have no reserve about how that man is feeling. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he all right. And he going to be okay. Like I say, I got to the point where I'm saying, well, if he don't play this year, he's still gonna be all right. Jay Sean said, right, Shador chilling. Why is everybody else angry? I got to the point, I was angry at first. I ain't gonna bullshit. But when I look at his situation, he not in a bad situation. Dillon Gabriel got all the pressure on him. He can go out there and fail and fuck up because they got him out there thinking that he the man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would want to be in his position where the coaches are saying, hey, man, you the man. You the man. It's your time. But he's going to run his course. You see what I'm saying? He's going to run his course. Perfect timing is Shador's word. That's what Jay Sean's saying, y'all. Perfect timing. So if he ain't get in yet, it's because the perfect timing ain't get here yet. And we ain't got to rush. Remember in college, they said Jack Zone was trophy material. He is, but Gabriel is not. Damn, we call that man Jack Zone. Yeah, man. The perfect timing. The crazy thing is that song was out way before that fucking draft. And that song, you know, when it all goes down, they're going to be thumping that motherfucking perfect timing. You know what I'm saying? That bitch going viral on YouTube. That motherfucker going viral on every platform. Trust and believe me. That perfect timing going to hit their ass. Now imagine that. That shit's set up for it. Shador going to put on a show next year. I mean, Shador is loved by the community and respected by the NFL players, and I know that little Dilly hates it. I agree. No one is asking to trade jerseys with him. Look past the bullshit the league is dealing. I know that shit, right? Joshua Douglas dropping jewels in this motherfucker. And like I said, I appreciate y'all for staying engaged, man. Listen, it's real easy to run a live when you got people that know what the fuck they're talking about. You got people that's, you know what I'm saying, got a level head on their shoulders. And we ain't got no goofy ass people in the chat talking that bullshit. See, at first I was just putting them motherfuckers on timeout. Now I'm erasing their ass from the whole shit because I like to give people the chance, man. Hey, dog. You already know what that is, Jay Sean. 144,000 chosen. Listen, when I seen that number, I swear to God, Jay Sean, when I saw that number, I said, this shit is prophecy. They don't even know what they fucking with. They don't even know what energy they're fucking with. There is no coincidence. Straight like that. A reporter came out and said the team is broken after Wednesday workout, and the player and coaches are upset. What they upset about, Essie? Essie Thompson, shout out to you in the chat. He is the truth. Jack Zone is the homie, and Noel Sanders can be there if he gets a chance. Exactly. Straight like that. But yeah, man, listen. 144. When I saw that number, it rang. It rang out to me. It wasn't no shit that I could see. Motherfucker said he got picked. The 144th pick goes to the Cleveland Browns. And I said, damn, 144? I felt like that shit was purposefully done. I felt like it was purposefully done. But I also feel like they jumped in an energy that they should have went somewhere else. Because that right there is a prophetic number. You understand? That's prophecy right there. And this man been saying, God, perfect timing. You know, when my chance come, I'm just gonna be ready. Big ready. Man, double tap the screen if you ain't hit the chat, man. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. This shit right here is rehabilitating, if you will. You know what I'm saying? This shit is refreshing. You come in here and you listen to this chat, man. We in here dropping dimes. I don't got 100,000 people in here, but I feel like when it get oversaturated like that, it'd be a lot of non-quality listeners. I like when I can chop it up with the people and motherfuckers engage and know what the fuck they talking about. I appreciate each and every one of y'all in the chat, man. That's why I'm going over time. Same wants your door to play head coach. Same wants your daughter to play head coach still DG. God bless you because you stayed. I know that shit, right? Can you imagine being QB1 and still second fiddle to Shador? Man, listen. That's why I said that while they think they doing something for Gabriel, they really just fucking they're fucking up his voyage to the NFL. This shit ain't gonna never be good for Dillon. I think when it's all said and done, Dillon Gabriel gonna need fucking therapy. My brother is a real one for reals. You already know. Players will revolt in the locker room when the defense is doing their job and the coach is basically killing the offense by continuing to start a player who can't get the job done. But you also killing the defense too. The defense is they going back after all these fucking 3 and outs. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers got to go back on the field. Gerald McGill, shout out to you in the chat, man. What it do? S.C. Thompson, boy, you mixed me up with that last one you typed. You must got some big fingers. Shout out to all the 12 love in the chat, man. Fuck it. Shout out to motherfuckers who really who understand what's going on and know that it's a lot of levels to this shit right here, man. Shador not gonna let Dillon go over the edge. Shador not built like that. Yo, I see Shador supporting this boy. I do. No hate on Dillon, but damn, man, we need a starter. They are looking at Manning next year. Why? They not looking at Manning next year because that motherfucker not coming out next year. That boy gonna stay till he a fucking senior. And he need to, because he not that fucking good. We already got the truth. Hey, Frank, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied, Frank. You ain't never goddamn lied. I'm gonna tell y'all how y'all know y'all got the truth. That I'm sitting in my fucking house talking 2 hours about the fucking Cleveland Browns. That should tell y'all that y'all got the truth. Real shit. The world is watching the Cleveland Browns. And it ain't because of no fucking Dillon Gabriel. No diss to Dillon, but yeah, it's a whole nother thing going on. Shador Sanders, Deion Sanders, you know what I'm saying? Shiloh. Like, bro, they really did him wrong. Shador is a baby, and babies are the closest thing to pureness. I know that shit, right? Jay Sean on his shit, man. For real. Holla at Jay Sean in the chat, goddammit. Double tap that screen. What kills me is this. The competition was always rigged. Stefanski and Berry always wanted their guy, Gabriel, to play. They never wanted Shador. Haslam did. Only smart thing he thought. I know that shit, right? Gerald McGill, he just dropped some jewels. Fake people who have never seen him in person. I live 5 miles away from the training facility in Berea, Ohio. That's what they be, okay, Berea. I used to always be like, what the fuck are they saying? News had just come out of Berea. I thought they were saying out of the rear at first. I'm like, oh, stinky news. DG already getting therapy. Trust. Hey, real shit, man. I know he is. He got to be. Yep. And I'm listening to a chat that's not about my team. Love for Shador is real. Exactly. I go there at least once a week. Hey, man, Yell out that fucking window and tell 12 we got much love for him. Cleveland has never got this much attention in their history. Shador is the man who can walk on water, and like Jesus, they're trying to kill him too. Man, shout out to my motherfucking chat, man. I got some real I damn near got some profits in my motherfucking chat tonight. Shout out to him, man. Double tap that goddamn screen. And you just got here. If you haven't had a chance to, because you listen to all of the stellar comments that's coming out, man, you already know, man. If you ain't subscribed to the DG, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't subscribed to this channel, then you got to be crazy. You got to be crazy. Real Creator Podcast, man. You got to be off your rocker. We do this shit like every day, sometimes twice a day. Most of the times twice a day. So with that being said, man, you need to make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Make sure you share this chat and send that 12 love out by sharing this goddamn live. We in a building. He actually gave my friend a hug, and we are not going to let him go easy. Man, I know that. Yeah, man, listen. Shador Sanders, the love that he is showing to the Cleveland community is unfaltered. You know what I'm saying? 32 NFL QBs and half are trash. And George Shador, who knows when another will come. Real shit. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Don't be a fuck up. Ashley Thompson showing that 12 love. Bring back John Dorsey. Bro gave us Baker, Chubb, Ward, and Miles. Hey, he doing a lot fucking better. So that's the dude who brought Baker Mayfield to y'all? What's his name? John Dorsey? As long as he can bring somebody else that can complete this team. Because I'm going to tell you now, the offense is a few players. I'm going to say 5 players away from being a well above average offense. You get like 2 linemen, a wide receiver, maybe 3 linemen in the wide receiver, and maybe like a tight end or some shit like that. What y'all think they need? What do y'all think Cleveland needs to be contenders? Because at this point, we're getting ready for next year. These boys got the Ravens this week, man. I'm going to be definitely tuned into that. I think they play at like 1 o'clock. So the old franchise for the Cleveland Browns that is now the Ravens will be visiting Cleveland. The old Cleveland will be back in Cleveland. What y'all think about that? The man just gave a mother in need a brand new car like it wasn't no sweat off his damn back. What has Dillon Gabriel done for Cleveland community? Not a motherfucking thing, but walk around acting entitled. Do y'all think that Dillon Gabriel walks around this motherfucker like he's entitled? Like he walk around like somebody told him you ain't got shit to worry about? QB2, tackles, and receivers. Okay. A QB, 2 tackles, and a receiver. Yeah, because at this point, they only got 2 fucking QBs. It's crazy that they need another one. Charmaine said nothing. Super entitled. Yeah, I feel like he walk around like a big head fucking baby. You know how a little baby walk around and they think because their fucking parents around that can't nobody do shit to them? That's the sentiment I get from him. He definitely does, and that's what makes him even more unlikable. Yeah, he's killing his motherfucking self. Because if you're likable and you're humble, man, people will, you know what I'm saying? People respect that kind of shit. But when you a big head motherfucker who walk around and saying little slick shit in the podium, like whoever in the Cleveland Browns tapped into Dillon and got him to say all that shit, they knew that he was a little bitch ass motherfucker. They knew, and I'm saying this shit based on what I saw, not speculating. I seen the shit that Dillon Gabriel said. If you're gonna wait for the perfect time, you're gonna wait a whole lifetime. And he said we got entertainers, and then we got people who compete. My job is to come and compete, and I'll let everybody else entertain. We heard that shit. We definitely heard that shit. We knew that he was throwing zingers. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to say little slick shit in reference to Shador Sanders. But the fact of the matter is you shouldn't do that, Dillon. And the reason you shouldn't do that is because this ain't your fucking battle for real. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Got more head than he got body. Debo Lottie. Nike chose a backup and said it's just a matter of time. Exactly. Nike also said this is how Dillon Gabriel found out that Nike chose Shador over him. His agent saw a post that Nike made on Instagram that said, "The future isn't waiting, it's already here," and got a fucking picture of Shador holding his wrists up. And they said that motherfucker went back to the Cleveland Browns facility and went the fuck off throwing helmets and having a little fucking temper tantrum and whining like a little fucking girl. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't blame him. But at the end of the day, hey, you think Nike got it wrong? Because the Cleveland Browns got it wrong? Nike ain't fucking crazy. And Nike got a track record of knowing who's who. They know what the fuck they doing. They knew goddamn well that they wasn't picking no goddamn Dillon Gabriel. His agents tried to sell the story of the the Heisman Trophy runner-up, supposed to be fifth rounder, climbing his way through the ranks and becoming a starter. That ain't what the fuck happened. Y'all gave that motherfucker the job. He should have just kept his mouth shut. Don't act cocky when you got handed the job. Stay humble. 12 was way more humble. Dude is handling this like a man. Yeah, you know why? Because he was raised by a hell of a man. And this, my people, is what pisses the NFL and all these billionaire owners off. Let's think about who we talking about, y'all. We ain't talking about no blue-collar motherfucking people. We talking about billionaires. We don't even see these motherfuckers unless they want to be seen. They are in a fraternity of wealth. They are in a fraternity of, I guess elite class or fucking some fucking schmoozers. You know what I'm saying? So they are in a class of their own, so to speak. They're football owners. They own football teams. They don't like seeing Dion be no good father. They don't like seeing his fatherhood translate into a good coach. They don't like seeing him go coach Colorado and Jack all, he fucked up the game when it comes to where the talent was going. He tipped the scales. Now all of a sudden, people ain't just going to Power 5 schools no more. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't going to Alabama and Nebraska and these schools that's so fucking rich that the kids, they get the meal plans and shit that, when you're going to college, a lot of people ain't even thinking about all that because they don't even know that all that exists. But when Deion Sanders brought that star power to Colorado, all of a sudden that shit did not matter no more. Imagine them introducing Dillon Gabriel's shoes and a baby came out to model them motherfuckers. Fucking despicable. Who said that shit? Hey, Gerald McGill, I got another one. Oh, that's Joshua Douglas. Hey, man, y'all boys, man. Y'all making my night in this motherfucker. But I know we probably got about 15,000 people in here the way these numbers rolling. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Double tap the screen, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. This is the Real Creator live stream podcast. And we do this shit like every day, sometimes 2 times a day, might be 3 times a day. It depends on how much news we acquire. As soon as you say God, you are not followed to fear it. Yeah. He ran it up on him. They should have knew when he said that shit that he was unwavered. The NFL, the NFL and you to be raised. The NFL want you to be raised by a single mom with no dad. That's real shit. So do the NBA. Sad thing is, if the Browns just give 12 a chance and he cooks, it'll be the talk of the entire league. You know what's crazy? He ain't playing and it's still the fucking talk of the entire league. That's the sad thing. But guess what, y'all? We also know that pressure, you put a piece of black coal on the pressure, it come out to be a diamond. They just diamond forging this boy. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to do nothing to him. One of the analysts said, listen, I know when a motherfucker is built for pressure. When a motherfucker can know he deserves to play and sit back and say, hey, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting on my time to come. When my time comes, I'm going to be ready. All I'm focused on is whenever that moment is. I ain't focused on I'm not playing. I ain't focusing on the fact that somebody else is playing that don't deserve to fucking play, because that ain't even his stance. He don't give a fuck about that. He know that Dillon Gabriel is only out that motherfucker to spite anything he got going on. Hey, Gerald, I appreciate you. Shout out to you in the chat, Gerald. Gerald said he subscribed. Diamond in the rough regardless of what. He still got his dad, his family, and his faith. You can't break that. You can't break that. Frank, you already know. Shout out to you in the chat. That's what Stink Nansky and the Browns are afraid of. Even though it could also benefit them in the long run. Accept you were wrong about him and move on. You know, that's what you call narcissistic behavior, man. Motherfuckers, they don't want to get off the fact that they're wrong. You can be wrong. You know what I'm saying? You could be wrong trying to do right. But sometimes you just got to admit it and move the fuck on. And that's what they don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel sorry for Dillon Gabriel in so many words. Like, this shit not no good time for him, man. This is bad. This is all bad. Do the Browns like to lose? I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, it seems like it, Charmaine. It seems like it. That shit don't make no fucking sense. Like, I'm just glad it ain't me, because I don't like nobody to do my kids wrong. There's a lot of shit that I tolerate, but I don't tolerate nobody fucking with my kids. You fuck with my kids, your ear gonna be red. If I gotta say so in it, you gonna smell my motherfucking cologne up close and personal, motherfucker. Yeah. Up close and personal, motherfucker. Yeah. I'm gonna get next to your ass. You fuck with my kids. And I can't be responsible for what the fuck happened. But I can tell you this. It's gonna be warranted. So I couldn't imagine being in this situation the way I love my kids and the way I know Deion Sanders loves his kids. Deion ain't never did shit but make the NFL a more entertaining package. I was clowning Dillon, but I wish the best for him regardless. My flag football team needs a QB. I was ready to get sentimental. Hey, dog, you driving them like shit. I already said, man, I ain't mean make you feel like that. But you got the last laugh. Shador equals filet mignon. Dillon equals cube steak. I know that shit right. Hey, Charmaine, he got our ass, didn't he? He got our motherfucking ass, man. Listen, I was ready to say, I already get sentimental in this motherfucker. Man, listen, Dillon, we saw. That man got us good with the flag football turnaround. That shit had me laughing when I realized that it was fucking, that he was still on his shit. I could tell you played the dozens growing up, though. I just said, I said, Frank cracking on motherfuckers and shit. That's how I grew up. That shit right there was the chain of command. If you couldn't do that, man, you was gonna be quiet. Cause all my homies go to this day. But yeah, man, we this shit is, it's a hell of a motherfucking chat, man. But listen, y'all, we've been on this motherfucker for a minute. So I'm 25 minutes over the 2-hour limit. So I'm gonna go ahead and wind down, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Shout out to all the goofies who didn't want to jump in the chat tonight because they seen a whole gang of knowledgeable individuals that ain't, you know, that got time to type to your ass. I don't have time to type nothing in the chat, and I ain't got time to read a whole bunch of bullshit that's, you know, interrupting my chat. But like I said, when I got folks like y'all in the chat, man, shout out to each and every one of y'all, because y'all held shit down, and we ain't miss a damn beat. We had like 2 weirdos in here real quick, and they got the fuck out of here, because I got them out of here. So all Joshua said, all jokes aside, this could really put Dillon in a dark place. That ain't what we want. You know what I'm saying? Because it could put Shador in a dark place too. It's just that you can see that Shador is prepared for this shit. Even though he never knew he was going to be in this situation, Slim is built for this shit, man. And I think the way Dillon Gabriel is handling it, he going to cry at night. You know what I'm saying? He going to be upset with himself. And when it all comes down to it, he probably going to wish that he didn't take the stance that he took. So, Charmaine, hit me up on Instagram. Who else was it? Joshua Douglas. Hit me up on Instagram, man. Same name. Oh, no. You know what? I got y'all. Matter of fact, let me screenshot this. And I already have y'all names, even though y'all be in here all the time. Charmaine, it's my first time seeing you here. I seen Josh before, though. So, I got y'all locked in. I'm going to save this right here to my favorites. Frank, I got you locked in. And listen, man, y'all already know, man, each and every time I go live, it's going to be real live. We're going to get to some topics. We're going to talk about some real shit. And we definitely going to keep it real, and we're going to tell the truth. So with that being said, man, everybody in the chat, man, appreciate y'all. Good night.